Hi, it's Barbara Greenlee with Green Moon Stamp Studio, and today we're going to do the faux tearing technique. We're going to make this card front and we're going to complete this little sample, so you'll get to do it twice, and let's get started. Today we're going to do this technique. It's the faux tearing. We're going to do it with a big card, and then my stamp club, we do a little technique sample, and then I also give them instructions for their technique book. So that's why I have this little one. So here's the sample of the instructions I give them. So let's get started. We're going to do the big one first, the one for the card. And what you'll need is some scrap paper. You can use copy paper, or I'm just using an index card. And you're going to tear just haphazardly, and then tear again. The wilder, the better. Then you don't need this middle piece, so put that aside. Then, and I can see I moved that too far away, so hold on. You need some washi tape, or some post-it notes would work too, to tape down this index card to your paper. So I'm just using a piece of Whisper White paper, and to make sure I got the right one. I had two different sizes here. So then just tape it down where you like it, and you're going to need it to be part of your white showing. I'm going to take this and stick it to my jeans to get some of the stick off, because I don't want it to rip my paper. Okay, so that gets some lint on there so that it won't stick too aggressively to my paper. And then same thing on the other side. Okay, so let's, about right there looks good. Okay, this one is too far away from the edge, but I do have it secured up here, so I think it'll be okay if that's not touching my paper. Yeah, that doesn't seem to move around. Okay, so you want to have at least one side taped down. We'll find out in a minute if that's not going to work. So, got little dog hair on my ink pad. That happens when you own a German Shepherd. Okay, so we're using a blending brush, and this is Bermuda Bay. So you're going to ink up your Bermuda Bay on your blending brush, tap some of that off, and then you're going to do circular motions like this to fill in where you have it masked off. And you probably will need to hold it down some with your fingers so that you don't accidentally lift up that edge and go underneath. Okay, we're getting it. Let's get over here. Okay, last little bit right here. And FYI, I'm starting my email campaign for the holidays. So if you're not on my email mailing list from my website, you might want to get on it before that starts. If it's already started by the time you're watching this, then you'll just miss the first couple maybe. But it's 12 weeks of Christmas, and I will have free tutorials for Christmas cards and gift giving and tags and wrapping ideas. So go to my website, Green Moon Stamp Studio, and sign up for my mailing list to get on that. So this is what this looks like after we remove this. And actually, I forgot, I wanted a stamp in there. So leave it there for a minute. It's pretty easy to match back up. I did want to stamp some dots in here. This is the Gorgeous Leaves stamp set. It looks like this. And there's these the splatter stamp in there. This one's too much splatter, so I'm using the little one, but I also want it to be kind of faded, so I'm going to stamp off. Just add a little splatter here and there. Maybe one more. Okay, and then there is also this little thing of 3 leaves. Actually, I'm gonna do that later. I want to do the big leaves first. Then I can find out where to put the little leaves. So on the big ones though, this edge creates a ledge. So if I were to stamp this big leaf, it would miss the edge because it's creates like a ledge. So what you want to do is move this ever so slightly. Move your edge so that you have just a teeny peek of the white showing, and that will like move your ledge over so that you can stamp this and it will go all the way to the edge that way. So see how it went all the way to the edge? You do still need to press firmly because otherwise you'll miss the ledge just because you're not pressing firmly enough. Okay, yep, that looks pretty cool. Let's do the little ones now. So put some little ones over here and some little ones over here. And those I'm stamping inside. They're too little to have them straddle outside. So that's, oops, got a little smudge there. So, and I could do it this way. On my card, I stamped a greeting down at the bottom, so I would probably turn it this way so I can stamp that greeting. Let's do the little one because I want to show you something else. Also, you can reuse these. You don't need to get a new one. So let's see, on this one, I did the greeting at the top. Okay, so I got plenty of room at the top. I'm gonna move this one way down here. Okay, this one I did pumpkin pie for the sponging part. So same technique. Hopefully you can see I'm not covering it with my hand. Another thing that you can do with this, I didn't really have a darker color to complement the Bermuda Bay. I was thinking of maybe shaded spruce, but on this one, since we're using the Poppy Parade as the secondary color, wanted to try this. You can add just a little bit of Poppy Parade on the edge to give yourself a more of a shadow. Let's see how that works. It's not quite enough ink. Let's do a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So, you know, you can do variations on this. This one, I want to do, we don't have a smaller splatter stamp. I wanted to do splatter in a different way, so this is what I wanted to show you. You can use your Stampin' blend, and this is the Light Poppy Parade, and I'm going to use the brush tip end, and I'm just going to add splatter like this. So just flicking it off of there, which means you got splatter in every color of Stampin' Up! That you have a blend for. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other one. I'm going to move the edge ever so slightly. Oops, okay. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp this smaller leaf from the Gorgeous Leaves in Poppy Parade this time, along the edge in different directions. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, and I want to leave this out because I want to stamp that You Inspire Me. Flip it again because I've got more room on the bottom, and I'm going to put that giant leaf down there. So here's the You Inspire Me. The You Inspire Me actually came out of the Celebration set. It's no longer available, but you might have it if you took advantage of Celebration. It's right here, the You Inspire Me. This is Delicate Dahlias. So I'm using Poppy Parade, and I'm going to stamp that right across the top. You Inspire Me. And then I have some leaves, and I did the same thing with this one too. I've got a Cajun Craze mat. I die cut my leaves out of the mat. So I did the same thing on this one. You just die cut your leaves right out of your mat. That way you save paper. And then I can go ahead and tape this down. And then just use your favorite glue to tape down these die cuts. This is part of the Gorgeous Leaves bundle. This is the dies that come with it. So I'm just going to stick that down, and then I'm going to put this one up in the corner. This is my old favorite glue. They don't have that one anymore, sorry, but it is my favorite one. Everybody's got their favorite glue and tape runner. And once you have a favorite, it's hard to use anything else. Okay, so there's my leaves. And so there we go. That is the faux tearing technique. Well, I hope you enjoyed that faux tearing technique, and give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to sign up on my mailing list at greenmoonstampstudio.com, and then you'll start receiving the 12 Weeks of Christmas free tutorials that start next week. Thanks.